I walked on Bourbon Street, and I was looking like, people. And all of a sudden, they had this band, the same block where we at. Back then, they had a bald-headed man playing saxophone. He was playing Cool in the Game, Get Down on It. That's how way back it was. That was a hot song. It was between 1979 and 1982. Yep. So that was my song at the time. So I'm up in there, I'm looking through the thing, and I'm doing my little thing, and I was doing my little shit, fucking around and shit, doing my little shit, and then my hat fell off, and then people started putting change in it. So when I turned around, I saw money in my hat. I was like, hold up. And I saw people watching me. I took that money, put it in my thing, and did it again. I wasn't even paying attention to it. So now this time, I make a hat. I paid about $7. That was a lot of money for a fifth grader. So I told my cousin, I said, man, I walked out of town and made $7. He said, man, you lying. I said, bro, after school, follow me, I'm gonna show you what I did. He saw what I did the same thing. That time I made $12. He was like, yo man, show me how to do it and we're gonna do it together. Yep. So we did it together and we made like $24. So you know what we did? We went to the first city and bought a suit, cut that bitch in half and made an outfit. So he was this side of the suit and I was that side of the suit, and that's when we started doing the mime and shit together. We started connecting arms and shit like that. And then that's what made the show. So now we doing the robot and all that shit, and we got a hat, we taking it off and we putting it on the ground, we backing up and we standing still looking at people and looking at the hat. That's the first bit of comedy we had on Bourbon Street. I think it was 1981. And after that, we saw moonwalking for the first time. Michael Jackson didn't do this first. This is some dudes from New York, but they was from, Soul Train was in New York at the time, or either California. But these dudes was the first ones we saw doing this shit. And it was Pop and Pete, older brother crew. This is Pop and Pete was in Breaking. Yeah. This was his brother crew. Yeah, Pop and Sam and all of them motherfuckers. They was the first ones doing that shit. Yep. So I told my cousin, bro, you seen them dudes skating with no skates on? He was like, yeah, I seen them, bro. I said, bro, how do you think they did that? We never could figure it out. One day we was outside and the dude across the street was doing it on the porch. Yep. So every day they was doing it. Every day, no, we was watching it. Every day they did it. Every day, and I was graduating to the 6th grade. So I'm doing what I thought it was. Yeah, I just kept doing what I thought it was and shit. So 6th grade, graduation, they got a dude doing the shit smooth as a motherfucker. We graduating, everybody got on tux. I can't afford a tux, so I got on shorts and a shirt. So he doing this shit. He battling the whole school. He already taller. He like the tallest 6th grader in the whole damn school. So he about 7 feet. So he doing this shit and all that. And that nigga was doing that fucking moonwalking shit. And I was like, man. And my cousin was like, man, you can do that shit. Why didn't you tell me to do that shit? I walked over to the side and just started doing my little moonwalk and shit. I did a long one too. Everybody left from him watching me do the moonwalk. He tried to battle me, but I ain't have nothing else to do. Right, that's it. So, you know, he cut me up real bad. So I was like, my cousin was like, man, let's practice that shit. Let's practice the moonwalk. That's when we started doing shit like this. Right. And shit like this. And we started playing with each other's legs and shit and all that kind of shit and making connects. And we came up with this little creep shit that we do like this. This shit like this. That's what when we couldn't do sideways moonwalk, when we couldn't do this shit. This is the way we came up with it. That's what we started doing. We could not do this shit for nothing in the world. Right. So we would go. We do that shit like that. Yeah. So after a while, we just started practicing. We used to hang in bar rooms. We was too young to hang in. But we used to hang by the game room section. And we would just play with shit and play like we playing the pinball so they wouldn't put us out and shit. Right. And like I said, we used to take these old men suits and cut them up and make us look older. So we would never get fucked with it. We just kept on practicing this shit, learned that moonwalk, and that boogaloo shit came out. When we started learning that shit, we saw the niggas in the hood doing that shit, and we was learning everything they was learning. Then we went to this talent show, and we saw this group. This is where our name came from. We had a group called Grandmaster Showcase. they had a midget. Nobody knew it was a midget. But they was up there, they was dancing, and they looked just like them dudes on Soul Train. I thought it was them dudes from Soul Train. And they had tuxedos, and they was doing this shit, and they all did the moonwalks and shit, and they was smooth as a motherfucker. I was screaming like a bitch. Ah! So them niggas did some shit, and they pointed to the box, and the midget popped out that bitch, and the little midget was locking and shit. That little midget was doing that shit like that. He did a split, and you know the midgets got them big asses, so that nigga turned around and shook his ass to the crowd. And when they lost, I cried like a baby. I was like, them dudes is the best shit on that stage. Because back then, nobody wasn't singing. They were singing with the record. And they had a record player. Yeah. They had a record player, and you had to sing with the microphone. But these dudes did all of that shit and didn't even win. I'm like, you know what? That's when I said, we got to do that. Let's get some outfits. Started off with 2, then 3. 2 cousins and me. And that's all it was. It's just us. But we had a cousin. The other cousin, his little brother was a criminal, so he stayed in and out of juvenile. So we had to continue the shit without him. So we just started getting better, started entering the school talent shows. First one, we won. Second one, we lost. We didn't lose because we wasn't better. We lost because somebody knew the judges, but they shit wasn't better than ours. Right. So I said, you know what? We gotta cover all the shit. We just can't do moonwalk, we just can't do pop. We gotta cover all of the shit. That's how the showcase shit is. We're gonna showcase every kind of dance that's out at the time and put it all into the show. After that, we never lost a talent show. And not only that, we went against serious shit. We won the WYLD talent show 4 times. 4 times. Nobody ever did that. Each time we were supposed to go to the Apollo, something happened with the radio station. Something happened with the radio station. Something happened with the radio station. 96, we got a chance to go on there. It didn't happen till 97. But then we finally made it there. We won 3 times on there. 3 times. They only showed once that we won and once that we lost. They didn't show the other. And to see that a lot of people don't know, the Apollo is the same crowd each time. Because they keep the same crowd for 3 shows. Oh, really? So you see 3 weeks, but it's one day they film that in one day. Right. So real they just take the crowds and just mix them up. You sit somewhere else, you dig, and all of that other kind of stuff. But it's basically the same people watching. That's why it don't look like they're so enthusiastic when they see you on there the 2nd week. Right. Right. The 2nd week, everybody's like, because it's the same people. Right. And even when we lost, we should have won because they had certain rules that you couldn't do. But the dude that beat us, not only was he a background singer for somebody like Luther Vandross or some shit like that, but he went off the stage, played with the people, shook a woman's hand, and all that shit. They told us we couldn't do that. Because we came flipping down the aisles and then got on the stage. Because we was all about that element of surprise shit. So we changed the Universal Circus stuff like that. They would never, everybody would come from the back of the curtain at the circus. He was like, we want to come from out the sides, we want to jump, we want to come from up there and up there. We don't want to come from the back. After that, everybody want to come from different areas. We was working all the stage and stuff like that. Bro, we became innovators to this shit. We were the first street performers to put comedy in a show, period. Period. And I've been everywhere. Before we even got as good as we had got when we were at our peak. I went everywhere. And I'm telling you, after they saw us, New York came down here and saw us, after that, the show changed. So we had to keep on.
Yeah, so y'all did Universal too?
Yeah, we did that for like 15 years. Yep, we did that for like 15 years.
Man, it's the history right here, man.
I still do some of the music for them. They just came down.
I know they just came. I was about to ask you. You ain't get a chance. You was in there?
Yeah.
I ain't get a chance to go.
Perform, but we did. I was still up there DJing and all that. You know, because they don't know the flavor here.
Right,
so we have to change the flavor so people down here can do what they do. But man, I'm telling you, and we done did more stuff than any street dance crew. Any street dance crew. I don't care if it's Rocksteady, all of them. They did their shit, but none of them did as much as us. We done went to Africa and performed for Nelson Mandela.
Right.
You did. No other dance group ever did that. Ever did that. We done been to about 5 different countries doing what we do, and we always set a standard. That's why we can always go back and work anywhere we worked before. Anywhere we worked before. Because not only we go there and do 110%, we do an extra. Something extra. Because that's why we do. I'm telling you, man, we used to get, when people would hire us for a Sweet 16, They would not only rent everything we need, they'll rent a whole DJ system. All I have to do is bring my records on my turntables. They'll have floor, linoleum, everything. If we needed clothes, they had all of that. All we had to do was show up, and they paid us what we asked for. And that's how it was. Once it got like that, it was. I don't regret none of the shit we did. We ain't never ever went backwards with the shit that we done. Everything kept on climbing. Still up to the date, we still get called for big gigs, not just a gig. I'm talking about big doctor conventions where they pay you $15,000, $16,000 for 5 minutes. No way. 5 minutes. That's the kind of shit that we do. Because that's why we can turn down shit like, you know, we could actually turn this shit like. Right. But I ain't doing nothing. And I, you know, like I said, my boy's kind of hurt, so it don't make no sense for me to stay stiff. That's why I'm out here stretching and working out, because we got a show Saturday. Right. So I don't want to be stiff when this shit, you know, when it's time for me to hit it. Exactly. So. Yeah.
You got a little energy for me? Yeah. I see you doing fire hand slide when I was sitting down over there. I was wondering if I could shoot that.
The best in the business, man. 100%. This man been dancing since dancing been dancing. I remember when I was small, this man was dancing. Look, I ain't wanted to tell him, but I told him you've been dancing since a kid. It's been a while. So you've been dancing a while, I know that.
I'm old enough to be all of these dancers' grandpa damn near.
When I was young, you was dancing. Running around, cutting school, going on Bourbon Street. Yep. Sneaking out the house, cutting up on Canal Street. Yep. See this right here? That's signature. When you see that black and white checkerboard floor mat, you already know what it is.
That's how legendary this shit is.
Right, I know.
They don't even make this no more. This piece was cut from this piece years ago. And I've been keeping this just to practice my head slide. But this is what it looked like, and they don't make it anymore.
Right.
We've been trying to find this shit for the last 10 years. And the place we had a contract with that would get this for us, we can't get it anymore. So we don't know what's going to happen. That's why we're going to keep that shit until we can't no more.
Legendary, man. My man, Country. We know him by Country, man. What's your crew name? Dragon Master Showcase.
So how far you come from?
Well, I don't really have to run. I just like to make it look hard. So I'm just going to take a few steps. Okay, I'm going to Alright, the first one will go right, do it again. Alright? Well, most likely, I hope it will.
I'm ready for you.
Oh, that's perfect.
Man, the dog, man. Man, I've been doing this shit so long, man. He ain't even make no mistakes.
That was the shot. See, you can tell it's sharp because when I go to the end, I still got momentum. Believe it or not, that hurt.
Yeah, you had to stop. You had to stop yourself. I noticed that.
It stopped.
Oh, you?
I still was going.
Oh, all right.
Right.
I noticed that though. I saw the little,
Yeah, because that's why it's a good thing that I make. Like even if I didn't have a floor, I would put a tape mark. I'll put a tape mark and I'll play with the flow for a minute to see how far I can really go.
Right.
So like on the floor, I go way past this. I can go probably right without taking too many steps. I can probably go this far. I did it before. What up, boy? I did it before, just messing around at
We already know. That's what we're trying to tell the world right now. Best dancer in New Orleans.
The year before last.
Been dancing for a long time, man. Y'all just heard him tell a little bit of that history. You heard me? On how he came about. Believe me, I missed a whole lot of it. I just recorded some of it, a little bit of it. Let y'all catch a feeling on who he really is and how he started. You can catch the nearest video at Hood Critic Entertainment 2011. Go catch it. I'm definitely gonna put it up after this.
I remember I met you by accident. I I was asking you, can I use your car for a video?
Yeah,
It's crazy world.
Yeah.
Crazy world, huh?
Cars and shit.
Yeah. I need one of them in the next like 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. I got some more shit too, man. I got some cars. I got some nice shit.
So what we can do is I can shoot you some videos, bro, real quick. Cause I'm leaving. I'm going to London in November, and I'll be out there for a couple of months. But if you want to shoot something before November,
I want to actually in November because that's when I turn.
You just told.
So can we shoot something?
You just told that age.
Before November, you can drop it. Yeah, you can drop it on your birthday.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Let's do that. 100%.
So y'all need.
Well, I think I got you. If you got me, I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to see.
I'm just gonna call.
Y'all need to invite Hood Critic Entertainment, bro. I'm on the ground level. I'm trying to start. Y'all already up there.
Yeah, just need. I'm sure. What is it's a 504 number?
Yeah.
Because I think I might even have you.
You have me from a 267 number.
Okay. But I think I might have you on the Dragon.
Yeah.
I might have you on the Dragon because when you told me that, I remember that.
It was that black car. That black car was fire. So yeah, I'm gonna bring it to you. You got a quick move for me, bro?
That's some new stuff.
Quick move for me, bro?
I can try. I'm not used to the no limit anymore.
Yeah, if it's too slippery,
He new school, so he dancing
they
on
need to
wood and run.
I need to preserve my little energy. Yeah.
Little something. You on top. I gotta give me one of them right there. I'm starting off from the bottom though.
Bro, I mean, no, they're just having a cipher in there.
Look, big dancing.
That's cool.
Now you put that in slow motion right quick, huh?
Sick.
I feel like I'm in playing B-boy right now.
That was
He called
sick.
me good, man. That shit was crazy. I'm telling you,
That's
make any
clean.
money off it, just give me 10%, bro. that shit was so clean. I know that shit gonna make some money.
Look, look how this one look.
Give me a shout out. I don't even care.
Let me grab your information.
See, that shit look like it look like one of them real fucking like a new car coming out video. You know what I mean?
It's the new Planet B-boy.
He ain't really doing
So me,
at the
it's
trick
like-
part. You ain't
it's
really
like
doing nothing to
nobody
it. You
even
just
really
slow
paying
motion.
attention to me, and all of a sudden-
Wait till you play with it and do something to it. Edit it.
You got something for me, bro?
Let me see.
Yeah, you got something. You know you got something.
You got something for me?
Let's see. We're gonna do them. Drop down to them babies if you can.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. I
mean, the husband's alright.
Yeah. I saw you walking. What up? What up? The faster you go, the easier it is.
Uh-huh.
Go. Gotta go fast.
Still kind of dope.
You see that drop leg though?
Uh-huh.
See it keep dropping, that's what's bringing you down. You gotta keep that mug up. See, when it's up like that, you're good.
Right.
But when you drop it, it kills your balance.
country schooling them, huh?
Because your hands are ready to go. Your hands are ready to lead. That leg is just making you put your hand down. It's a connection. That shit connected. So when that leg drop, that hand drop. If that leg stay up, that hand won't come down. Then you still trying to hold your hat and shit.
Yeah.
You know, in the back, let the hat go, huh?
It actually looked like a cool ass move like that.
Yeah,
like
dope,
throwing
dope,
that shit
yeah.
on purpose. That was good.
Give me something. I'm about to stop, man. What's up?
You know me, man. OG. Been doing this shit forever. Still out here doing it until my feet fall off. You did. Don't be fooled by what you see. I'm the real deal. Real deal.
Hood Critic Entertainment, man. You looking at the best dancer in New Orleans, man. This man has set records, set the bar high. Apollo, Universal Souls, man, that did it all, man. I'm talking about, been dancing since a kid. Since before I even knew it, this man was out here doing it, man. So y'all come over there to Hood Critic Entertainment 2011 YouTube, man. Check the video out, man.
And you know, right now, what we doing, we actually, I can't say nothing about it, but you know, we out here shooting a special video of a special person from here.
I think they know already.
So that's why we out here. You want a little bit of flavor from everything. So, you know, you had to bring the OG up in here, but you know, it's for that upcoming. So that's all I can say about it. Y'all gonna see it. That's right. It's gonna be hype.
Stick with us, man. Hood Critic Entertainment. And remember, boy, when y'all see that linoleum mat right here, y'all really know the Dragon Crew, man. My man, Country. Hood Critic Entertainment. Stick with us. We at that Lil Wayne video shoot.